And one of the things that can happen when we're battling, when the devil's throwing fighting words at us and people around us are all kind of attacking us, we can forget who we are. I think it's one of the tactics that the devil uses, and that we often fall for ourselves. In fact, we allow ourselves, we sometimes encourage it in our lives, that we would take on some other identity. And so what happens is if I have a different identity, I'm going to live out what that identity is all about, right? And so here's a correct focus from God's Word, some fighting words from 1 John 3, verse 2. I love this. I pray this gets down deep in your soul, right? Just ponder this today. Pray about this today. John says, "Beloved, we are God's children now. And what we will be, it has not yet appeared." Right? God's not done with us yet. It's not apparent to the world how God's working inside of us. But we know that when He appears, when Jesus comes again, we will be like Him, because we shall see Him as He is. What an incredible hope that is. That transformation, that we'll be like Him, loving the lost, right? Putting other people first. What a beautiful, amazing thing that is. But it only happens when we ditch our pride. It only happens when we say, you know what? I got to admit my failings. I got to admit, in a sense, and it's counterintuitive when we're talking about fighting words. God's saying, all right, lay down your arms, man. Take up God's arms. Take up His defenses, right? The armor of God, the truth that He gives us. Fight with that. Stop fighting with your cleverness. Stop fighting with your intellect. Stop fighting with what you think. But stand on His Word and stand on who you are because of Him, and what your future is because of Him. What a beautiful thing that is. And what a powerful weapon as we move forward. To know, this is who I am, man. This is where I'm headed. And I know it's guaranteed because the Lord has done it. So I want you to pray about that today, about who God has made you to be, who He's making you to be, and where you're headed. All because of Him, all right? So let's, again, have a conversation about that. You can use the comments if you'd like. That would be awesome. Let's keep everything kind of positive and have some great conversations, all right? We'll talk to you next time.